I was through in a pub in central Scotland. It was in Coatbridge, actually, and it had a very fine selection of mirrors. And I was remarking to the licensee behind the bar that there were a very good collection of these pub mirrors, which were very ornate in a lot of cases and had swans in them and motifs of different types. And of course, he pointed out to me they weren't just advertising media, they were, in actual fact, strategically placed so you could see right round the pub. Now, just at that minute, an elderly gentleman shuffled into the pub, and the guy behind the bar, he got himself a drink, the elderly gentleman, and the guy behind the bar said, "Look, I can see everything that happens in this pub. If you just stand here," and he told me where to stand in the pub. He said, "Now, we know that this gentleman in question brought in his own little flask and topped up his dram from his own personal supply rather than buy it over the bar." He said, "But he's a valued customer and we know he does it, but he thinks we don't know he does it. But," he said, "if you stand where you are, you can see right round that corner." And he said, "I can see him as well. And he doesn't realize he's being watched." So this duly transpired, and the elderly gentleman did do this. And of course, a lot of these mirrors you saw in pubs weren't just there for show. They were there strategically placed so that the licensee and the bar staff could see everything that was going on in the pub. It was really a move away from the older Scottish pubs where, like I say, a lot of nefarious things went on, and they were trying to civilize drinking. And this was the era mostly of what later became known as the Palace Pub. In Edinburgh, you have places like the Café Royal, the Guildford Bar, the Abbotsford, the Kenilworth, and these pubs which are, fine examples of late 19th, early 20th century public houses.